and happy Monday. Hope you're having a great day. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Feeling pretty good. Yeah.
Feeling good. We're going to go through another stretch of sun. And I'm not going to lie, I am a plant these days. I'm totally dependent on the weather for my mood, and giddy up.
Yeah, it was a little too warm for me this weekend. I have stepped into fall, and I'm like, what is this?
You're not ready
Agreed.
for it. You want sweaters. You want cozy.
Yes.
You want it all.
All
Well,
of it.
Mary's going to answer your questions later today.
I can't
We'll
wait.
file them away in the complaint department with her, too, because I think that she's also complaining about all of this.
I know she is.
We're done sweating.
Also today, if you haven't seen Hot Ones, you're missing out. So celebrities are interviewed while they're eating progressively hot chicken wings.
I can't wait.
Look
for
at all
someone
the-
who does not like spice that much, I'm all in. I'm going to try at least up to level maybe 3.
So my
stop
understanding is
there.
that you aren't doing it, that they have put me
Oh,
in the hot seat.
that's perfect.
Because I guess I'm the only one who enjoys spicy food.
Correct.
True.
When
Yes.
we were in our planning meeting, I said, you know what, I'm going to give this to my girls.
Yeah.
I think they will kill it. And then Mikey said, I think I'm going to give it to Heather.
So we'll see how that goes. It's going to be towards the end of the show, as you
It
can
sure
imagine.
is. I can't wait.
And Cal, you took some time for yourself this weekend.
I did, and I can't believe I did it, and I am so excited to spread the good word of a massage to all the people who need it. Yesterday, I didn't wait for a birthday, Valentine's Day. I didn't wait for a Christmas gift card. I was so stressed. I don't know what it is, and I felt it in my body. So I decided I was going to take that stress straight to Tuscan Sun, and I got a massage on a random Sunday.
We applaud you.
And I appreciate you because there was so much guilt around scheduling this appointment. I don't know why. I was like, no, you should be at home. There's things you need to do on a Sunday. But my husband's been out of town on a golf trip in Myrtle Beach. That is not why I decided to do this. My mom was like, all right, convenient timing. No, it was because I could not find a single hour in the day. So I was like, who is going to watch the kids? I hired a babysitter to go and get a massage, release some of the tension in my neck, went and then sat in a sauna for a half hour with this little snack plate. And I had the stress relief massage. I can't say all the stress was completely gone from my life, but wow, it helped. And I have to say, I was pouring from an empty cup for the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
You all know the back to school swing and then getting into October, which I know is
all the activities.
It's no easier for everyone. So I don't think you necessarily need to go get a massage. I fully endorse it, but I feel no guilt about having me time. And I know that it's hard to kind of reach in and get it.
Yeah, I love that for you. Because it's like the tension in the shoulders and then the aromatherapy in the room, with, like the music playing. Did you go deep into your thoughts?
Deep,
Yeah.
deep. And that's like whenever you have to turn around and if you've ever gotten a massage and you're on your face in that like little cradle, and then when it's over, I got up, I was like drooling on myself. I was like,
Yes.
what day is it?
You had a
Well,
good
and
massage.
They use the oil so your hair's like sticking up everywhere. You're like, I don't know what happened.
I am not the same person I was when I went to bed. Oh. I'm a better version of her. But right now, if you're pouring from an empty cup, you might just need some me time.
Yeah, I'm so happy you did that for you. We're going to talk about this a little bit. So there was a TikTok that went viral for a mom saying that she does not want me time. She wants nobody needs me time. So Kylie Kelsey,
it's tough.
the wife of NFL star Jason Kelsey, she has a podcast, and so she loved this idea, and this is her talking about it.
I want to sit on the couch and sit. That's it, period. Me time to me says that I have things that I want to do for me. And that's not necessarily the case. I want no one to need me. I don't want to open a snack. I don't want to fill a water bottle. When there have been times where all of my children have left the house and no one is currently in my vicinity and I'm at my house by myself, which is a great place to have nobody needs me time. That's where I want the nobody needs me time. I want to interact with my house the way I want to interact with my house, unguided.
Yeah, so she says 30 minutes into her nobody needs me time, she misses her 4 kids. And then as soon as they come back home, she wants them to go away again.
That's not motherhood.
So basically she's saying that she just wants to do nothing. And I can totally relate to this.
You know, this is interesting. Frankie worked 48 hours over the weekend, so I didn't quite have the 5-day golf trip.
Yeah, same thing. Same thing.
5 days, Mark? Really?
Yeah.
5?
Yeah.
You did all 5?
Thank
Fine.
you.
So I didn't have that, but I was talking to my friend, Mendy, who has 2 little boys of her own, and she said, I just want a moment. She's like, think about this. When is the last time someone spoke with you when they didn't need something? So think about work, think about at home. Everybody is talking to you and requesting that they have needs, they have demands, they have things that you need to do. So you feel like you're constantly giving empty cup.
Yeah.
Bring that back
Completely.
in.
Yes.
But then we also ran into this other feeling, which is if I'm going to take me time, the laundry still needs done, the groceries still need shopped, dinner still needs cooked, the kids are, yeah, maybe you don't have to get water, but all of those other things still need to happen. So when I take that time away from me, I know I am backlogging all of the stuff.
Right.
So it's hard for me to turn my brain off, even going to a massage, because I'm thinking, as soon as I'm out of here, I'm going to go to the grocery store. I have to get eggs and bacon, and what else did I write down? The other thing that I need, you know?
That's so funny because that's exactly what I look like. But I will say I had to do it all. Like I loved how Kylie said, I want to interact with my house the way that I want to interact with it.
I
'Cause
don't want to leave.
It is a totally different place whenever no one else is in it. I'm like, you and I are best friends. Do you remember when we used to just hang out?
When it was just you and I.
So you and me, baby. And I will say, prior to the me time, I don't want to act like I wasn't up at 7:30 having on Instacart, you know, throwing laundry, switching out laundry, making sure that I could get the hour and a half. I also think that everyone thinks we need to be so fully booked out. Like you don't need
that.
No.
I find sometimes too, even when I schedule things for myself, which is a great thing to do, and I'm so glad that you did that, but it still stresses me out sometimes because I'm like, I made that appointment to go get that massage and I put that down payment down. So that means I have to show up, I have to get out of the bed, I have to get in the car and make it there on time. But once you get there, you're happy that you're there.
You're so happy.
Yeah.
Or you're thinking to yourself, like, should I be at a hayride today? Should I be at a park because it's really sunny? I went through all of these emotions and I can't tell you enough. You cannot continue to give to people if you have nothing left to give. And when people are talking at you constantly, like, did you remember that? Does she have her shin guards? Yeah, did you get the doctor's thing in? And I know that there are grandparents who go through this too and are actively helping their kids kind of maneuver through this way of life. It's okay to every once in a while be like, hey guys, I am depleted.
Yes.
And I need some me time.
I want to get back to where, when I was a kid, I would just sit on the side of my bed. My dad would walk past my room like, what is wrong with her? I would just play with a hanger. I would just play with a hanger. Like, I would just twist it and turn it, and I would just have the best time. I want to get back to that.
You need bedazzling in your life.
That too.
A little craft. We need a little
exactly.
craft. Well, as much as we need me time, there's also something else that we need, especially if you have a romantic partner, a spouse, someone in your life. We need to prioritize that alone time. I'm going to be very delicate with my words here because I know that there could be some little kids in the room. If there are, maybe just scoot them over. Maybe give them a little toy so we can talk about this. The Wall Street Journal and numerous other outlets are reporting on this study that was recently done from the Institute of Family Studies. What they found is that Americans are having a record low amount of intimate time. What we're talking about here.
That's not a good place to be.
It's actually less than the pandemic. Now, I will say, in reading some of the details on this, it was not quite as bad for married couples or people who live with their romantic partners. But what they're calling it is the sex recession.
Oh, no.
That was the title of the report. I feel like I could say it one time.
You
That's what I'm going to say one
just
time.
one.
Really fast.
They found that just 37% of people ages 18 to 64, so this isn't just young people, this isn't just married people, this is older people too, reported less intimacy, less than once a week, and that's down from 55% in 1990. So it's gone down dramatically. They said it was pretty bad in the pandemic, but it's actually gotten worse post-pandemic. Really looking at younger people, 18 to 29, some of them not had an intimate relationship with a partner in a year. 1 year, they have not had.
And they are at the most active part of their life.
Right.
They are the best. They are the most fit.
Gosh.
Okay.
You're looking your best, you're feeling your best, they're at their peak.
And they're
not doing it.
It's all going downhill from here. Just want to let you know.
So, of course, there's the big question, what's to blame? And there's so much. They're looking at everything. Stunted social skills for younger people, decline in people getting married, decline in people living with their partners. Some people aren't moving in. Maybe they don't want to take that next step. They're not ready. And then, of course, there's some conversations about being addicted to screen time, even for people who do live with their romantic partner. Again, cup is empty, we are laying in bed, we've been asked a million things all day long, you're laying there and you just want to doom scroll.
You want to giggle?
You want to do the New York Times crossword and I want to answer this question about what medieval, whatever.
Sounds fantastic.
I want to read, or you're on your reader, I imagine, with your readers in like your big comfy robe.
I don't know that there's a solution, but I do think that like it's something that I think every couple needs to take a look at and figure out what is going wrong.
Yep.
I think that a lot has changed, especially with busy households. We had 3 football games on Saturday, plus a neighborhood party to get to, plus we had something going on early Sunday morning that we had to prepare for so that we would be ready for it. I think for every single family out there, you are cramming, and not because you want to, because things are just happening. You're cramming so much in that you really are done by the end of the day.
And just trying to keep that newness and that spark alive, especially if you've been together for a long time. That's challenging. It's very, you have to be very intentional about creating and making space for that intimate time.
Yeah, the space is not going to just show up by any means. And I also think that it's important to remember that this person in your life, you chose them. Like you chose to do this life with them. I also think that this may be why divorce rates are at an all-time high, because people feel like they can just get out of it or maybe get to the next one or the newest. But I think, I mean, I do think it's an important thing to kind of look within and say, all right, I know we had 3 football games, but there is no excuse. Let's sit down. Even if it's not intimate time, let's watch a movie and both put our phones away. Or maybe go to dinner and, because every time you even go to dinner, I feel like I still have my calendar out. I'm like, wait, where?
Oh yeah,
Can you pick up? We're doing it to ourselves.
Put it away.
Look within. The call's coming from inside the house.
Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, there's a crate, there's a mission, and there's a way you can bring more kindness into the world starting today. We're going to show you how.
Could sleep be the best beauty product around? Talk about a beauty buzz. We're talking to a doctor about why getting your beauty sleep is so important for your health inside and out. Don't go anywhere. You've probably heard the phrase beauty sleep, but it turns out it's not just a catchy saying. Sleep is actually one of the most powerful tools that we have for healthy skin.
Joining us to break down the science behind sleep and share some tips for getting the most out of your nighttime routine, we have Dr. Joanna Fong Azaria Wong here. So beauty sleep is a real thing.
Yes, so beauty sleep is absolutely real. It's not fairy tale. So when we sleep, our skin actually switch to a repair mode. And as you know, when we go to sleep, we actually go through different stages.
Right.
And deep sleep is what we want for skin, because our body actually makes growth hormone, and it is so essential for the production of collagen.
Which we need.
Oh
as
yeah,
especially
we
get
love
older.
collagen. And also, when we sleep, we have a natural drop in cortisol. And that's a great thing, because cortisol is our body's stress hormone, and it destroys collagen, and we don't like that. So sleep is really the unsung hero of skincare.
This is the first I'm hearing that it destroys your collagen.
Same.
So I'm doing it to myself, you're saying.
Absolutely. Okay, we're going to put on extra cream tonight. Whenever I'm thinking about, especially right now, whenever I was in college, per se, I would fall asleep with a face full of makeup. I would be going to sleep in weird, odd hours. You're never really hitting that REM. And then I would see it immediately as soon as I woke up. Why is it so prevalent directly on our faces for lack of sleep?
Yeah, sleep loss show up on our face, and it's so easy, it's almost unfair. Even just a couple of nights of bad sleep, we start to see our skin barrier weakens, and its ability to hold on to moisture and water become less effective. And as you know, keeping the moisture and water in the skin is the secret to the dewy, like elastic skin that we like. And that's also why when we don't get enough sleep, we have the dry, dull skin.
You actually mentioned in your recent article that people perceive us differently when we are sleep deprived. I mean, I can see if you're in a grumpy mood, but it's more of what they can see visibly, right?
Yeah, it's absolutely true. And studies show that sleep deprived faces, people consistently rate them as less attractive, less healthy, and less socially desirable. And what they're seeing is actually those changes in our skin, the under dark circle.
Gosh. This is a real person.
I have been that after so many times.
So as you can see, the left is the well-rested face. You see the glow, right? And the picture on the right, you see kind of the droopy eyelid, the dark circle, the puffy eyes, even the downturning of the corner of the mouth. So really, I think sleep loss really change how people perceive us. But it's also the reverse, actually. It's self-perception as well. People who don't sleep enough, they usually don't have the same confidence and they are less satisfied with how they look in the mirror.
That picture looked like every mom I know who has multiple kids under the age of 5 and a newborn who isn't sleeping. And I think that that's the trickiest thing. We all know that we need sleep, but it's getting it that can be incredibly difficult.
Yeah, and it's really about prioritizing sleep, and sleep is really often overlooked. It's not the first thing we think of, especially when it comes to skincare. But there are ways to help us to get that 7 to 9 hours sleep. So,
Well, we're taking notes. Let's get those tips.
so the first thing is really to know exactly how many hours you get, every night. So by keeping track of your sleep is the first step. So it can be just writing it down on a piece of paper, or if you have a sleep tracker or wearables, I think that's great because it really raises the awareness of how much sleep you get, and it gives you like tons of other data, right? The trends and sleep stages, things like that. So that's number one. And by the way, teenagers, they need 8 to 10 hours. So
they need those hours.
I'm so jealous.
And the second thing is really making sure the sleep environment is sleep induced. So it's like a dark cave. You want dark, you want quiet, and you want cool. So the best temperature is 68 degrees.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the third thing is to make sure that we don't have anything in our system that can kind of disrupt our sleep. So alcohol, even though is a little bit sedating to help us sleep, but it's actually not good for sleep quality because it fragments your sleep. And then smoking is not good for sleep because the nicotine is very stimulating. It really makes falling asleep much harder. And then our screen,
is the big one.
I know. It's really hard.
So true, though.
We all know it. We just
do.
can't break the habit. Thank you so much. This is really important. And it makes so much sense, especially to see that picture side by side.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank you.
I'm already sleepy. Coming up on Talk Pittsburgh, we're in the season of chilly nights and warm afternoons. Mayor, will the kids need a jacket at the bus stop this week?
Yeah, get outside, Kel. Get that sunshine. That'll help to wake you up. And it's going to be warm. We're talking about temperatures in the 80s yet again. And a lot of you have plans this week. I'll have your forecast by the hours when we come back.
These are the days, sun and 80 degrees. It almost feels like summer this afternoon, which is kind of crazy because we're nearing the end of September. So we're getting ready for that shift into fall weather. Mary Hours is here for your forecast by the hours. We're going to start with Angela.
You're welcome, by the way. I know you love this weather.
I do love it. It's starting to feel a little odd, though.
I know, right?
Because we're literally 2 days away from October, and you're thinking, shouldn't it be getting a little bit cooler?
Yeah, shouldn't we like wear flannels at the pumpkin patch?
That's right. Okay, so let's get to Angela. Golfing all day.
Yes.
And so you're going to give her a good forecast for dinner.
Yeah, and she already commented too on it. She goes, I know it's going to be a beautiful day. And I was like, well, after, the golf outing, who knows how long that's going to go. But whenever you're heading out, or doing the dinner at the golf outing, as you're gathering up your gear, still going to be beautiful. It's still going to be warm, though. This is not really like your typical weather for, golfing in the evenings. You have those cool mornings, which is fantastic. In the afternoons, we're in the low 80s. And we do have a few more clouds around, so not the sunshine completely beaming on you, but above normal, nice and dry. What can you ask for? A dry golf course.
That's great. It is. I think that's what we're starting to see, too, is why are we not dipping as low in the evenings? I mean, it's still going to be 80 degrees by 6 o'clock, 79 by 6 o'clock tonight.
Yep.
Let's start with, or let's get into the school day forecast. Sunny asked me every day what the temperature is going to be so she can plan out her outfit. Viv probably does the same too.
And we have to set out her outfit for every day. And it's, of course, Spirit Week this week. So we have all of the days that we're doing something or a type of attire, Party in the USA, all of that. And you need a jacket in the morning, especially through the rest of the week. But tomorrow, 60s, you could very well, if you don't want to fight about the jacket, just leave it at home. That's fine. And then we have temperatures in the 80s in the afternoon.
Wow.
So I told her today, I'm like, it's shorts and t-shirts. She wants to wear like sweatshirts and pants. I'm like, no, it's going to be hot again. She's like, what? I'm like, yes. So playground is going to be hot. You need the sunscreen if you're going to be playing out like into the evening. So yeah, another day in the 80s tomorrow.
Well, it's good to know this too, because I think especially if you need that little light jacket in the beginning of the day at the bus stop.
Yep.
You're not going to need it in the afternoon.
Nope.
Jessica is an assistant coach, and there's cheer practice this week.
It's Vivi's.
Oh, this is great.
Yes, and they also have a theme night, but what's looking good, is going to be a tad bit cooler into the evenings on Wednesday, so that's like one of the coolest days of the week. Sunny, but still, when you're in the upper 60s, you can still wear shorts, and the girls just want to wear maybe a jacket, and then by 8 o'clock, we're down to the low 60s, and then we have some cooler mornings by the end of the week.
Great.
That'll be nice.
Getting into this weekend.
Yeah.
It's still very dry.
Dry.
Very dry.
Still above normal.
I think that a lot of the farms, we're going to get to Iron Mills.
Yes.
They are liking this dry weather because at least
yeah.
people are coming out, and they're going to open up on Thursday for their Fall Fest.
Yes, and we just went there this weekend.
Awesome.
So they do it on Thursdays, so now Thursdays, and maybe your kids are homeschooled or you just want to go and have some cider and relax with your significant other. It's going to be a beautiful day. So Thursday, 70s. This is your fall forecast for what you want a festival to be like, so you can wear a cardigan tied around your waist. If you get a little bit chilly in the shade, you can put it back on. So love Irons Mill Farmstead. So much fun. And yeah, any pumpkin patch really for the rest of the week looks great.
They always do the big design in their field.
Yes.
So when you were there, did they unveil it yet?
I didn't see it, no, but we did go through the maze like twice, but one was a 10-acre, and I was like, nope, let's go this shortcut. And it was hot too, so.
It was a couple of years ago for our big anniversary for The Price is Right, but they carved out The Price is Right. Do you remember? In the
that.
corn maze. It was very
It's
cool.
huge.
Really cool.
Nice.
All right, well, good roundup, Mary. Thank you so much. And still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, your weekend to-do list is packed, and it's only Monday. But what if the secret isn't about doing more, but doing it differently? We're going to explain. That's next.
When Saturday and Sunday roll around, it is so easy to feel pulled in 100 different directions.
Friends, family, responsibilities. Sometimes it feels impossible to balance it all.
So how do you take back control of your weekend when you literally have no weekend?
No weekend, right? So this is a follow-up to all of the things that we were talking about at the top of the show. Scheduling regular intimate time, do nothing time. I know, Kelly, you led us in a discussion about having girls' night. Well, there's this one content creator. She says, how do we do all of this in 48 hours, of which is the weekend? So here are her thoughts on that.
Plan for the week ahead and do groceries and prepare for suppers and breakfasts and lunches, and also practice self-care because I got to take care of myself and fill my cup, but also work on my relationship and make sure that I'm dating my husband, but also foster my relationships with my friends and maybe go for a girls' night.
Oh my God.
Right. She didn't even mention cleaning the house or the laundry. So this kind of, I saw Heather nodding. This feels so familiar, right?
It does, and it's. I want people at home who are out of this time frame, because I know that we have a lot of people who are maybe grandparents, or they're done with this. Maybe you're retired if you're watching, and I think that it's hard to put yourself back in that moment, because you do. I know that I'm going to miss the busy.
Sure.
I know I'm going to miss my kids being young. I know I'm going to miss the noise of the house. So it's not that you're not appreciative of the gifts that life has given you. At the same time, in that moment, it is so hard to find the moment to breathe and acknowledge the good.
Yes, it can feel overwhelming.
It's overwhelming.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, so here are some ways, whether you have kids or not, to really make your weekend work for you, of which is only 2 days, okay? Prioritize, don't perfect. So you make a short list, let's say Thursday night, of what you truly want to get done that weekend, and then circle the top 3 non-negotiables, and everything else, if you don't get it done, then it's okay, it's fine. Time block the fun and the chores. So batch like the groceries, the laundry, running errands together, and set a certain time for them. So maybe it's 2 hours to get those things done. And then after that, just move on. Also, book your fun appointments too, like your date night, your coffee with friends, all of the good stuff. Involve your family. So if you need to get out and run errands, maybe you have Lila, Sunny, Heather, take them on an adventure, make it like a scavenger hunt, but you're getting them to help you run those errands. I love that idea.
Same.
Protect your recharge time, Kelly. So even if it's just 30 minutes, a bath, a walk, quiet coffee, because really this fuels everything else. So you have to take time for yourself, and then say no. strategically. Only do the things that matter to you. And I think that's a really challenging thing for us to do because you want to be there for everyone else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you know, this has become the year of no. I haven't done a great job. I will say you guys are doing a way better job than I am.
I would
but
say yes.
The things that, and that's okay, I'm a self-aware person. But I will say the things that I have said no to, wow, you think that you're going to feel so much guilt about doing it. There is nothing more freeing. And I also love the prioritizing fun time, blocking it out. Because my friends, especially my friends and my family and I, have all decided that if we put these Sunday family dinners on the books, non-negotiable. Then we have plans. So then when you go back and you look at it, you're like, sorry, something's booked. It doesn't matter that it probably could be moved. It's not going to be moved. Just get it on the books like you do everything else.
So this is from Parents Magazine?
Yeah.
And I get it. The reason they wrote about this is because we're all living through this. But what I don't see on here, and the thing that I think makes me the most upset is that there's nothing spontaneous on here.
No.
I am a manager. When you look at this list, I have now scheduled my life out.
Yeah.
That to me is sad. That to me is really sad. And have the kids run errands with you? Have you ever taken 3 kids to Target? It is a nightmare.
To Target?
to Target?
Do you hate yourself? Never.
Exactly.
I will take them to a grocery store, straight to produce. I'll be like, not fun here. We're not having fun.
But I think that that's, as adults, and especially when you're in the thick of it, you lose the spontaneity. You lose somebody else making a decision for you that is going to bring joy to your life. You have to schedule your joy.
Yeah.
That to me is terrible.
But I think if you have like the top 3 things that you want to do, and then every other space and hour can be some spontaneity, I think you're winning there.
Keep it flexible. I don't know. I love to be scheduled.
All right. Still to come on Talk Pittsburgh, a new festival is going to make you sweat. We're getting the saucy details and see if we're smiling or scorching after it's all said and done.
And we're talking about heart health too, and why it starts young, how families can fight back together with some simple steps. That's next.
On this beautiful afternoon, it would be a great day for the kids to head outside and take advantage of the sunshine. But with busy schedules and increased screen time, we know a lot of families aren't moving like we should.
That's right. Did you know about 1 in 5 children has obesity? And in many cases, obesity can increase their chances of having heart-related issues in the future. It's a really important topic that we want to talk about today. There are some ways to stay heart healthy. Dr. Brenda Mendizabal from the American Heart Association is here to talk about this. And you're a pediatric cardiologist.
I am.
And so you're already seeing issues arise in younger kids and talking preventative care for them.
Absolutely. So I'm a preventive cardiologist by training. I always say I should not have a job, but I do. Right. So I work with families, children, adolescents, and go through all their cardiovascular risk factors. And so we meet with families who we feel are higher risk for cardiovascular events, and go through everything and say, okay, what can we do to lower your risk of future cardiovascular events? So lots of stuff can be genetic in nature, but a lot of this is modifiable. So this is all preventive care.
Yeah.
We go through anything from high cholesterol, high blood pressure, looking at BMI, but everything to kind of help families modify these risk factors so they don't have to worry about things like heart attacks and strokes.
Yeah, when I think of heart attacks and strokes, I don't associate that with an adolescence, but in my mind, I'm thinking, well, why are these kids, why is this happening to people who are so young? And the first thing that pops into my brain is that they're living a sedentary life. Like they're on their devices all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a completely different childhood than what we had when we were growing up.
Right.
But we know now that these cardiovascular risk factors in childhood actually do increase adult cardiac events, which is insane to think about. But things like having a sedentary lifestyle, a heart-healthy diet obviously is something we always recommend, but a lot of kids are eating lots of processed foods, junk food. Again, we were talking about busy lives, sometimes eating on the go, eating fast food because it's convenient. These convenient foods are loaded with sodium and just horrible stuff. But we talk a lot about heart-healthy diet. We go through, never smoking a day in your life. We go through kind of limited screen time and increasing physical activity, anything to get kids kind of moving a little bit more.
There are some barriers for some families. Yes, you can go outside and take a walk. We know that that's something within our power, that we can increase our physical activity, but we know that there are food deserts. We know that there's poverty where maybe even having the access or the means to afford healthier food can be difficult, and then again lead to some of these issues like obesity.
Absolutely. It's difficult. I feel like I wish I could give the same recipe to every family I talk to, but it's not. It's very family dependent. What are their barriers? What are the social determinants of health for every family to be able to say, yes, eat more fruits and vegetables? It's not that simple.
It's not that simple for some
So we
families.
really do. Sometimes we'll sit and say, okay, where is the nearest grocery where you can get fresh fruits and vegetables? Where is the nearest park? What streets have sidewalks in your neighborhood? But things like kind of moving inside, I have lots of like indoor exercises for families. I'll recommend things like having a dance party at night with the families to get the whole family involved, just to get kids up and moving.
Yeah, and you do have some sort of a recipe to help people live a healthy life. It's called your Life's Essential 8. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I talk about Life Essential 8 with my families every single time. So it's 4 health factors and then 4 health habits. So the health habits are a heart-healthy diet, being physically active. We talk about never smoking a day in your life and good sleep hygiene, which is amazing. And then the 4 health factors are making sure that you have normal blood glucose, normal blood pressure, a normal BMI, and cholesterol. So we go through all of those 8 things with every single family I talk to, because these are modifiable things. These are things we have total control over.
Right. What is something that if somebody's watching at home right now and they say, this is something I need to incorporate today with my family, what is one thing they can start doing right now?
Honestly, I think moving.
Moving is,
Yeah. Yep, and this weekend is a perfect opportunity. We talked about having beautiful weather. We have our Heart Walk on Saturday morning at Heartwood Acres. It's really the perfect time to bring the whole family, learn how to do hands-on CPR, learn about heart-healthy eating, learn about just moving and being active and feeling what it's like to have our heart rate up and sweating a little bit.
Thank you so much. Really great tips.
Yes, thank you.
you.
All right, well, there's still time to register for the Heart Walk. It's Saturday, October 4th at Heartwood Acres. We'll have more information at kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
Coming up on the show, skipping the Monday blues and jumping straight to the feel goods. Find out more about the new project that's all about lifting each other up one kind note at a time.
What if we told you there's a secret stash of good vibes hiding right here in Pittsburgh, complete with handwritten notes, unexpected joy, and possibly a crate of kindness?
Tressa Glover from the Yins Are Good podcast is here to share more about her new initiative to give you a much needed midweek boost. And I am so excited about the kindness crate. Number 1, alliteration. You killed the name here.
Thank you.
But what is What's Good Wednesday?
What's Good Wednesday? It's a new short little video series that I'm doing via Yins Are Good that I am sharing. We've been collecting, it's been over 2 years now. We have these kindness crates, and I will go to sites and have our gratitude board. So if there's events or even folks that I'm interviewing for the show, sometimes I'll put it up in their place and ask folks to share, what are you grateful for today? Who are you grateful for today? What's an act of kindness that someone did for you? Or what's something you've done for somebody else? And so we collect these, and we've all had all the different places.
How sweet.
Look at that.
And so I usually share them on the show, in upcoming episodes. But I decided every Wednesday, because we need it,
Amen.
to share, okay, what's good Wednesday? Alliteration again, if I may. Thank you very much.
Okay, so
Nailing it.
the Nebby Yinzer in me wants to know what's inside of this crate. Can you share some of them with us?
I can. And what I love about these, and you can, since you are filming some, you'll see the handwriting is across the board, because these have been in grade schools, elementary schools. These have been AmeriCorps foster grandparent program. We had the foster grandparents, so all ages. So schools can ask for them, coffee shops, your salon, maybe where you get your massage, for example.
We act like, I think since that's become my new personality, I need to get more massages.
Can I read this one?
Yes,
Okay.
please. Yes.
It says, my grandparents, they have been there for me since birth and always have supported me. Oh,
That's so you just know that was a young kid.
Right.
That's exactly.
Mine too. I'm grateful for my home, mom, and sisters. That was written by Marley. And I love having, especially kids, and I mean grandparents at really at any age, to just look within and look for the good.
Oh, look, someone cleaned off my car after a storm.
Isn't that great?
God bless them.
We live in a great city.
It's all of the things. It's, you know, and when folks too, it's funny, and you saw some of the photos already. When you see folks, especially the board, because people can see what you're writing, so it might take a second. But when you see folks like, oh my gosh, yes, or yes, I'm going to add, and and I have chills thinking about it, but witnessing it, and when someone says, yes, this is a person I want to acknowledge, or the event, or the act that I want to acknowledge, and then how that inspires other people, or seeing people just come by and read them.
Right.
Yeah.
And see what that does. And it's, yeah, exactly that, cleaning off your car. Oh, and these are some from our foster grandparents, that perspective.
Grateful for being alive for 10 years and
70.
70. I'd be grateful for 10.
Amen.
70 years and 12 grandkids, 3 great-grands.
How
Fantastic.
sweet. I can't imagine getting to that point in my life, especially, and getting to look back at the beautiful legacy that I mean, that generation, they truly have so much to be grateful for. And I love this because I think that in the hubbub, I feel like the theme of today's show has just been how busy this time and season of everyone's life right now is.
Yeah.
And it's nice to kind of just stop and thank you for giving people a reason to do so.
Oh my gosh.
And where
It's
can they
a
find
pleasure.
a kindness crate?
Yeah.
Hey.
Can you request one if
Especially
you're having an event?
Can it be crafted?
Can we
It could be specially crafted by me, who is not a crafter, but here it is. Yes, we have several of them. We've had coffee shops, like I was saying, salons, libraries, and we've had classrooms. They'll keep them for a week or two, and they are stuffed. And the teachers tell me they have to like unload, they have to take them out, and then the kids come up like with handfuls of good things they want to talk about.
Oh.
So all you have to do is email us at Ian's Are Good, and we deliver it. We'll bring it. We do
my
gratitude
God.
board,
I'll
whatever you want.
bedazzle it for
Yes,
you.
but do that.
Kelly, do
I
it.
think we need to leave this one here, though.
Agreed.
I would. Yes,
There
please.
you go. We need one.
Please.
Yes.
Thank you, Tressa.
Thank you.
Oh, wonderful.
All right, well, you can listen to episodes of the Yins Are Good podcast on most audio streaming platforms to tune in. Head to our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
Well, you know what they say. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Luckily, Heather's a spice queen, and she's up for the challenge of our next segment.
I don't know if I'm a queen. Let's go with princess.
Okay.
We'll say that. We're getting ready to dive into Pittsburgh's hottest new festival. Let's see if we can handle some heat without breaking a sweat. Stay with us. It's coming up next.
Are Yins ready to feel the burn? A new festival is setting the Steel City ablaze with some fiery flavors.
Pittsburgh Rivers of Fire is the 412's first hot sauce festival, happening this Saturday at Vellum Fermentation. Lisa and Frank Ray are here with a spicy drop on the hottest event around. So happy to have you here, and a natural fit because you all make hot sauce. So this works.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yes. We've been making hot sauce now for officially 3 years, and we've been to a number of hot sauce festivals in other cities, have had so much fun there, and we were really surprised to realize Pittsburgh doesn't have a hot sauce festival. We have festivals for everything under the sun.
Except for hot sauce.
Yeah, so we said, we're just going to make one, and it's working out.
So what do you do at a hot sauce festival? What
First
can
of all,
people expect?
Yeah, well, first of all, there are lots of other hot sauce makers there, and they're small batch makers that are passionate about their craft, and you can sample their hot sauces. We'll also have food trucks there with things like wings and mac and cheese, which is great to try the hot sauce on.
Right.
But we're also going to have a hot pepper eating contest for some insane people.
Gosh.
We're going to have a fire and ice challenge where you can eat one hot pepper and get an ice bath. And with that, we're going to donate $20. Well, for everyone who does that, we're donating $20 to Animal Friends for Veterans.
Wonderful.
And then we're, of course, going to have our Pittsburgh Hot Talk, which is a spinoff of Hot Ones, or takeoff on Hot Ones, where the local podcast, the Positively Pittsburgh podcast, will be interviewing a few people as they eat wings with increasingly hot sauces, all of which, by the way, will be vendors that are at the event.
Okay, and we're going to actually do this little challenge ourselves here in just a moment. How did you guys get into making hot sauce? What was it that kind of sparked that passion for you?
The need for more hot sauce.
Okay.
If you like hot sauce, you like hot sauce.
Well, because you said your baseline is a step or two above Frank's, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah. I mean, Frank's is good, but
Sure.
we wanted better.
Frank's is where I stop, but it's fine. Like today, we're going to explore. Have you always been fans of hot sauce?
He has that.
Absolutely,
That is not.
yes.
I think this is great and just
good.
what the Steel City needed. We
Yeah.
got to bring the heat. We're already bringing it in so many other ways. So we're going to get into this. And much like Hot Ones, you have questions to ask us.
Yes.
Mikey is going to try a couple, and then you said that you're going to tap out.
I'm going to tap out.
Okay.
But I'm going to try. I'm a
right,
good
Give him a
sport.
wing.
So we have some wings here, and then I think what we're going to do, instead of it getting super messy, kind of like we've seen, we're just going to dip, right? So
Yes.
this is, tell us about this one. This is the mango ginger.
Yeah, so these are actually not necessarily our sauces. This is from a sauce maker out of New Jersey who will be
Okay.
at our festival, Carmen. It's female owned. It's a delicious ginger mango sauce.
Okay.
Are you going to do this one
Yeah,
or that
this
one?
is one. I'm going to start here with the mango.
Okay.
So just dip, right?
Yes.
And then we have some milk here. That's supposed to quell the fire, right?
Yes. And what we find with small batch makers, they make their own sauces.
That's not too
They
bad.
have a passion for it and they love what they do.
Okay,
Oh,
so your
I should
first
ask
question.
these questions. Yes. Okay, if you could swap lives with any TV character for a day, who would it be and why?
I can eat this.
Oh my gosh.
That's so easy. I think if TV character, who would I swap? Anyone starring alongside Ryan Gosling. Doesn't matter. Any show.
Eddie Murphy. I just want to make people laugh. Like, fall out your seat.
All right.
Laugh.
I don't know.
And then if you want to try
The next
Flair
one?
next. Flair is in the middle. That's
So we're
one of
going right in
ours,
the middle.
actually. Yeah, that's Ham and Jack, one of ours.
Okay,
Should I
and
go
this
right
one,
here, number 2.
this one is a Reaper Heat. What does that mean? Flair, Reaper Heat.
Well, it has a little bit of Carolina. That's a lot of sauce.
That is a lot of sauce. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh,
Came
it's
right
okay.
out.
Just don't use all that on your
No,
wing. Yeah, that has a little bit of Carolina Reaper, which is, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, the hottest pepper.
Really?
But there's only a little bit in there.
Go in there, Heather.
It's mostly cayenne pepper and cherry bomb. It has mango.
Okay.
And
Ready.
oh yeah, okay. All right. Which coworker is most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse, and who's going out in the first 5 minutes?
I'll be good. I'm out.
Right away.
And this
Right
is
away.
another local one.
This is the level 2. You would say this is like the second hottest?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Still on the mild side.
This is really good. There's heat. It's more peppery. It doesn't feel like it's burning the back of my throat.
That's the idea.
It's really great.
The goal
When
is
you
flavor.
asked about the hot sauce origins, it was to pair everything with food. Frank's is its own flavor.
Right.
So we have 8 different ones. And they all pair well with different
That's
food.
getting spicy
You ready,
there.
you ready for the super hot? That's a
So-
local at the very end.
this last one.
That's a local maker's Scorch Garden. And as you can tell from the label, it's intended to be pretty hot.
Okay, and what is in this one? Oh,
Well, I don't make it, so I'm not sure. It has the ingredients on it, but it's all peppers. When you get into really hot sauces, sometimes they use extracts, which is
We can have a look and read.
extra. Yeah, we can take
okay.
a look and see.
I'm gonna take another wing.
I have the fiery jerk here.
Oh, that's Artie's. That's the local
Artie's?
guy
Okay.
too. Yes.
Are you going back? You're
might
going
wanna
back
shake
down
it up.
towards the mild side.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
going back down to a 3. All right, here I have the hottest one. Okay,
And a
just
lot
a
of
little
times-
dab.
Okay. A lot of times you got to give it a good shake because we don't.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Oh, I got to ask you a question. Okay, you're handed the aux cord during a staff party. What's your first song pick and why?
My tongue is numb.
Okay, so it's
I don't
doing
think
its
that's
job.
a song.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question?
You're handed the aux cord during a staff party. What's your first song pick and why?
Oh.
It's always Bohemian Rhapsody. Always, every time.
I don't know
That's the
why
song
I
I'm
just
singing.
got Tootsie Roll. To the left, to the left. This is not too bad.
You're all happy because she's doing the hot.
I'm glad we have this milk though.
It's a
Great.
little tingly. It's so hot. I'm not getting a lot of flavor because of it, but it's good.
That wasn't too bad. All right, Pittsburgh Rivers of Fire is happening this Saturday at Vellum Fermentation on the south side. We're going to have more information about the festival on our website, and we'll be right back.
Ooh. Coming up tomorrow on Talk Pittsburgh, it's a spooky showdown to name the best burger in the burg. Local spots on the south side are battling for the title, and one contender is firing up their creation right here in our kitchen. We cannot wait.
In a conversation many parents can relate to, what happens when your kiddo gets really attached to their nanny? We're talking about the emotional side of caregiving and sharing tips to set boundaries and keeping your kid feeling safe and secure.
Yeah, well, thanks for joining us for Talk Pittsburgh. We will also be streaming on CBS News Pittsburgh tonight at 9. KDKA TV News at 4 starts now.